That's what they told her. That's what society told her. And one day, someone laughed at her face for daring to dream at all. But she didn't stop. And what happened next, no one saw coming. Chapter 1, The Girl with the Worn Shoes. Rain poured from the sky like the world itself was trying to wash her away. She stepped off the city bus, her shoes soaked through. They were old sneakers, cracked at the seams, and far past their time. Her coat was second-hand, her resume clutched tightly in a cheap plastic folder. Her name was Maria Carter, 22 years old, freshly graduated with honors, but from a community college no one paid attention to. She stood in front of the gleaming glass tower of a corporate giant, Elliott & Rose, a multi-million-dollar fashion and design firm known for trendsetting, exclusivity, and hiring only the best. Or the most privileged. Maria didn't have connections. She didn't have designer clothes. She didn't even have lunch that day. But she had talent. And hope. And a dream so big it kept her awake at night. She took a deep breath and pushed the heavy glass doors open. Chapter 2, The Laugh. Inside the marble-floored lobby, everything gleamed. People bustled in heels, carrying tablets and portfolios, every detail polished and expensive. At the front desk sat a young woman with a sharp bob, immaculately dressed, sipping a designer coffee and typing with long, red nails. Maria approached with cautious hope. "Hi," she began softly, "I'm here to apply for the junior design internship." The receptionist gave her a quick glance. Her eyes dropped from Maria's hopeful face to her soaked sneakers. Her lips curled into a smirk. "We're not hiring for janitorial services," she said, then laughed under her breath. Maria blinked. I have a portfolio," she said, holding it up. The receptionist rolled her eyes. "Sweetheart, people come in here with degrees from NYU and Parsons. You seriously think a girl in Goodwill jeans is going to get a shot here?" Maria flushed red, but stood her ground. "Could you just give it to someone in HR?" The receptionist sighed dramatically, took the folder without even looking, and slid it under the desk, into the trash can. Maria saw it. But she said nothing. She just nodded politely and walked back into the rain. Chapter 3, The Forgotten Folder. That could have been the end of the story. A dream, crushed by arrogance. A talent, wasted by the world's indifference. But fate, or maybe something greater, had other plans. That afternoon, Jonathan Elliott, the CEO himself, came down to the lobby unannounced. He often did that when he needed to clear his mind, step away from the meetings, the endless voices praising and pleasing. He wanted realness. Something raw. Something new. He spotted the receptionist scrolling on her phone and glanced at the overflowing trash next to the desk. A corner of a plastic folder caught his eye, slightly stained, slightly crushed. "What's that?" he asked. The receptionist looked up, startled. "Oh, just junk someone dropped off. Some girl, not really worth looking at." But Jonathan bent down anyway, picking up the folder. He flipped it open. He didn't speak. He didn't need to. Because what he saw inside stunned him. Drawings. Raw, beautiful, unfiltered designs. Not the kind trained in elite schools. The kind born from struggle. Designs that spoke of life, emotion, soul. Every pencil line had passion. Every concept had purpose. He turned to the receptionist. "Did you even look at this?" She shrugged. She looked poor. "I didn't think it mattered." Jonathan didn't reply. He walked away, Maria's name burned into his memory. Chapter 4, The Call. Maria was folding clothes at a laundromat the next day when her phone rang. Unknown number. She hesitated, then answered. "Hello, is this Maria Carter?" "Yes. This is Jonathan Elliott." CEO of Elliot and Rose. Maria froze. I think you have the wrong. I don't. I found your portfolio. I want to meet you. Tomorrow. 9 a.m. My office. He hung up. Maria stared at the phone in disbelief. Chapter 5, The Meeting. She barely slept. She scrubbed her shoes, ironed her thrifted blouse, and fixed her hair as best as she could. She walked into the building again, and this time, the receptionist's eyes widened in shock. Maria didn't stop at the desk. Security had already been told. She was escorted straight to the top floor. When she stepped into the CEO's office, she was trembling. But Jonathan Elliot smiled. You have something special, Maria. You see what others don't. I want to offer you a position, not an internship. A full-time junior designer role. And mentorship from me, personally. Maria gasped, covering her mouth. Why me? Because, he said, you didn't just draw clothes. You told stories. You've been somewhere most of my designers haven't. And the world needs your voice. Chapter 6, The Transformation. Weeks passed. Maria worked harder than anyone else. She stayed late, learned fast, and poured her soul into every project. Jonathan kept his word, mentoring, challenging, guiding. Her first design hit the runway 6 months later. It wasn't just fabric. It was her story, poverty, struggle, courage, resilience, stitched into every seam. Critics were stunned. Social media exploded. Fashion blogs called her the next generation's voice. Even celebrities requested her work. One day, Maria passed the receptionist's desk again. The same woman looked up. Maria was dressed now in her own design, simple, elegant, powerful. The receptionist tried to speak. Maria only smiled. Remember me? And she walked on. Chapter 7, The Message. Maria never forgot where she came from. She started a scholarship fund for young designers from low-income families. She opened design workshops in community colleges. She mentored girls who wore worn-out shoes and carried plastic folders. Because she knew something the world often forgets. Talent doesn't come from privilege. It comes from pain, and passion, and perseverance. And those who dare to dream, even when the world laughs, can change everything. Final note, narrator's voice. So the next time someone tells you you're not good enough. The next time they laugh at your dreams, or judge you by your clothes, your background, your shoes. Remember Maria. Remember that the CEO didn't see clothes. He saw courage. And that courage? It lives in you, too. Don't stop. Don't shrink. Your moment is coming. Just keep walking, no matter what shoes you're in.